You may remember a while ago, I did a few videos comparing LaserDisk to VHS. This time, I thought I'd do a similar thing, but with a little bit of a twist. Comparing the LaserDisk to the DVD release. Yeah, it's a way to see how advanced this was for its time, and to see what the more modern day interpretation of it would look like. So, before we talk more about the DVD release, let me show a little more of this. You'll notice that this is a 3-in-1 release. Well, this is just one movie, Goldfinger. So I figured I'd just kind of show a few of the features of this off, considering it has a lot more than this has to offer. I mean, let's just open it up, and you got the movie. Yeah, not even like a little manual or anything. However, I will say I do really like the cover of this one. It's as if Sean Connery just kind of pulled up in his Aston Martin and is asking, well, you ready to go on an epic adventure? Let's go. Let me turn it around. Sorry about the lighting. See the nice little picture there. But that's the DVD release. We're here to talk about LaserDisk. So this is the deluxe letterbox edition. For those of you that are illiterate, I guess. Now, for those of you that probably have seen these videos, you know what letterbox means, but just in case, letterbox is a way to try to emulate what widescreen is now. So as such, there are black bars on top and the bottom of the screen. However, due to resolution, P's, Q's, I's, K's, it's not necessarily widescreen, but it looks like it's widescreen. So let's open this up. Just kind of flip the box back there. And here we've got like a nice little manual. That is a pretty nice picture, actually. I feel like if I was a little girl back in the 60s, this would probably be hanging on my wall right now. But obviously, I am not. So let's kind of flip through here. You got kind of a nice little manual. Kind of telling you the basic story of all 3 movies and all the chapters. Now for this comparison, I'm going to be showing you Chapter 11 here. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Because obviously I want to go for the most iconic scene of the movie, if not all the Bond franchise. So I'll just kind of flip that. Let me see the back here for some more glorious artwork. It's kind of a nice picture, actually, isn't it? And then inside, we have the LaserDiscs. We have Dr. No on top, being the first, from Russia with Love, and the movie we're going to be comparing today, Goldfinger. Well, without further ado, let's compare the two. No rhyme intended, but I like it. So let's load in the LaserDisc. First, let's turn on the player here. Wonderful. Let me take it out of the sleeve. I'm not really sure how well this will be put on camera, but we'll see what happens. Open it up. Hopefully the door, yep, it jammed. That's alright. Small price to pay. Just kind of load it in. There we go. We are ready. Turn on the TV. Uh-oh. Looks like the V holds off one moment. There we go. That's something I'm probably going to have to readjust. There's something about digital inputs on this TV which is a little funky. Primarily, I mean with DVDs and LaserDisc. For some reason I could plug an HDMI signal into this and it works just fine. So I believe it said Chapter 11 is what we're looking for. Here's perhaps one of the great perks about LaserDisc, is you can just simply skip right to the chapter.
007?
My name is James Bond.
And members of your curious profession are few in number. You have been recognized. Let's say by one of your opposite numbers, who is also licensed to kill. Oh, that interesting car of yours. I do have a new toy, but considerably more practical. You are looking at an industrial laser, which emits an extraordinary light not to be found in nature. It can project a spot on the moon, or at closer range, cut through solid metal. I will show you. This is gold, Mr. Bond. All my life I've been in love with its color, its brilliance, its divine heaviness. I welcome any enterprise that will increase my stock. Which is to do.
I think you've made your point, Goldfinger. Thank you for the demonstration.
Choose your next witticism carefully, Mr. Bond. It may be your last. The purpose of our two previous encounters is now very clear to me. I do not intend to be distracted by another. Good night, Mr. Bond.
Do you expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. There is nothing you can talk to me about that I don't already know.
You're forgetting one thing. If I fail to report, 008 replaces me.
I trust he will be more successful.
Well, he knows what I know.
You know nothing, Mr. Bond.
Operation Grand Slam, for instance.
You may have overheard, which cannot possibly have any significance to you or anyone in your organization.
Can you afford to take that chance?
You are quite right, Mr. Bond. You are worth more to me alive.
And that concludes our little demonstration. Until next time, keep having fun.